Hey, Colton, thank you so much for reaching out to me and getting back in touch with me. I appreciate it. I just spoke to one of your team members. I think she's going to reach out to you and follow up with a support ticket that I officially submitted with her. So, what's going on is you guys have this tube, this indicator here. And anytime it gets to about here, I've always, made sure to cap it off, and whatnot. Admittedly, I did not know that there was maintenance requirements as far as draining it. I did not know about that. I feel confident in the level of research that I put into it to make sure that I knew what kind of maintenance was to be done, aligning the mirrors, cleaning out the mirrors, and all that stuff, the lens. But I neglected the water maintenance. So I own that mistake. So that being said, the back in December, my water got to about here, and I was going to fill it up. This time, though, what happened was when I opened this up, I put water in it. Water was not being accepted. It was basically being, pouring out, flooding out. So I contacted one of your reps, Lek, I believe, and I think this was in December, and I explained the situation to him. And he said, oh, well, then it must all be full. And I did give him pictures. I talked to, now I forgot her name. The one I just spoke with over the phone. She was very sweet. She was very nice. But I gave him pictures, but because of a situation with my phone where I was consolidating messages and contacts and stuff, I don't know if it was because of that or because maybe I was talking to a different representative, but I lost the pictures. I lost the information, the conversation. So the issue, though, was another thing I noticed when I was draining or trying to take care of this, there seemed to be something on top of the water, almost like scum or algae or a label. And I think I see it right there. Let's see you see that right there? I think that's it. And when I explained that to the representative, they kind of dismissed it. They're like, oh, that's okay. That happens. It's like, this is a machine. You have a label or algae that just goes into a machine. That doesn't, but he's the support rep and they've been thoroughly helping me out ever since I purchased the machine. So I had no reason to doubt it. So I let it go. And as far as filling it all the way up, he said that the amount I had was sufficient. So I said, okay. Now, since that time, I've been very, very sick. Like, not necessarily having to go to the hospital, but borderline for quite a few months now. And I just recently been able to start getting back into lasering. And now I'm going to fill it. And I take the cap off, I start filling it, and water just starts coming out. Like, it won't accept any more water. I go onto your website and I look for any other tutorials. One thing that I had not been doing was removing this tube from this port and allowing the tube to empty. Whatever representative I spoke with back in December did not ask me that. They did not ask me if I have been draining this, and they did not make any suggestions for me to drain this. This was a very passive conversation that left me concerned, but again, I tried not to overthink it. But this time, when I did this, I released the tube. Bubbles started forming and pushing the water out, and water just starts pouring out of the inlet. And as you can see here, water is still built up right there. So anyway, so water was pouring out here. I was looking at the video again, trying to figure out was there another step I missed? What's going on? So I noticed that there was a cap in the video. He still had the cap on. So I put the cap back on and water starts coming out from underneath here, from behind the panel. So that's when I sent the message to you or to the support team saying this is urgent because I had water coming out from inside the panel. I have no idea what's in there. You've got electronics here, and yeah, I'm a little scared here. If you could please help me out. It'd be deeply appreciated. I am using distilled water, but just to confirm again, I have not drained it. Admittedly, since I've owned it or started operating it back in December of 21, I have not drained it or cleaned the water aspect of it. And when I contacted LEC or whatever other support representative back in December of 22, they did not address that or address draining the tube. So, yeah, if you could please help me out. I feel that I could have been more thorough in my research, possibly, but I also feel that I've done my due diligence. I contacted the support team, and if something's going on, then it was because of a miscommunication or misinformation or a lack of support, I guess. I don't know. But please contact me back. Phone number is 916-879-0151.